There's one single moment that just exposes everything about your brand, about your confidence, about your entire identity. And it's not your logo, it's not some fancy mission statement. Nope. It's that moment a client asks you, "So, how much?" How you answer that one question, well, it reveals everything.
Come on, really think about it. You've been there, right? That little hesitation before you speak, that feeling in the pit of your stomach. Maybe you type out the number in an email, and then you just stare at it. You delete it, you type something lower. You can feel your hands getting just a little bit clammy. See this feeling? It isn't just about business tactics. It goes so much deeper than that.
Because here is the absolute truth of it. Pricing is not really about the number at all. It's not some calculation you do on a spreadsheet. It is a direct reflection of your identity. It's about what you truly believe you are worth.
And that's the real problem, isn't it? When you hesitate, when you feel that fear creep in, it's not because you're worried the client can't afford it. It's because deep down, some little part of you doesn't believe that you are actually worth that price. And that is the internal battle we have to figure out.
So what even is this fear? Well, it usually pops up in a couple of really flawed mindsets that absolutely sabotage high-end brands. It's basically a battle in your head between fear and value. I mean, just look at this. These are two completely different realities. When you price from a place of fear, you're constantly asking yourself, "Oh man, are they going to run away if I say this number?" It's so insecure, and it's based on you just assuming what's in your client's wallet. But pricing from value, that is built on pure certainty. It doesn't ask a question, it makes a statement. If this is for you, you will stay. Simple as that.
And here's the thing you've got to remember. High-value clients aren't just buying your service. They are buying your confidence. They are investing in your certainty that you can get them the result. Shaky hands, that just communicates risk. But certainty, that communicates a safe, powerful, and worthwhile investment.
Oh, and this gets right to the heart of that other flawed way of thinking. You know what I'm talking about. You see a client pull up in a really nice car, or you notice they have an international phone number, and all of a sudden your price just skyrockets. You're trying to price them based on how much money you think they have. Let me tell you, that is not a luxury strategy. That is just the hustle mentality, all dressed up to look sophisticated. A real luxury brand has one price because the value is in the service itself, not in the client's bank account.
So, how do we fix all this? How do we build that rock-solid certainty? Well, it all starts by completely changing how you even think about the word cost. It is not about the hours you're going to spend on some project. It's about the price you have already paid to become the person who can do this work in the first place.
Think about it like this for a second. Your price is the sum of every single year you invested learning your craft. It's all the money you spent on courses and coaches and mentors. It's the sheer discipline it took to show up day in and day out when you didn't feel like it. It's every single personal and professional battle you had to fight through just to grow. That is the true cost.
And when you really get that, when you understand that true cost, you realize you're not just selling a pleasant experience or, good vibes. You are charging for a real, tangible transformation. You are literally the bridge that takes a client from where they are right now to where they desperately want to be. And you built that bridge with your own time, your own money, your own sweat.
This, right here, is the key. The antidote to all that fear is just awareness. Once you fully own your journey, everything it took to get here, the idea of discounting yourself just starts to feel ridiculous. Why would you give away years of your life for a bargain? You wouldn't. And trust me, clients can feel that shift in you.
But here's the catch. This internal certainty, this new mindset, it has to be matched by how you present yourself on the outside. You just can't have a Versace mindset with, say, a Zara storefront. You have to embody the value that you're claiming.
Think about it. A client starts forming their opinion of your value long before they ever see a price tag. It's in the quality of your photos, the consistency of your brand online, the elegance of your packaging. If every single touch point screams premium, then a premium price feels like the most natural thing in the world. But if it all looks kind of rushed and cheap, that same price is going to feel like a total shock.
So this is the fundamental choice every single brand has to make. Are you going to operate like Zara, built on high volume, chasing every possible sale, being a little inconsistent, and kind of whispering your price, just hoping they don't run away? Or are you Versace, operating from a crystal clear identity with a confident posture, stating your price like it's a simple fact? You really can't be both.
So it really all boils down to these three pillars. First, you've got clarity. That's knowing exactly who you are and what you offer.
no confusion. Then comes posture. That's how you carry yourself, how you present your brand to the entire world. And finally, certainty, that unshakable belief in the value you deliver and the price that you command. Put them together, and that's the foundation of a true luxury identity.
Now here's where it gets really good. When you actually build your brand on these pillars, clarity, posture, and certainty, something pretty incredible starts to happen. The whole dynamic with your clients just changes. The conversation is no longer about trying to negotiate.
This right here is the ultimate test. Forget asking if a client would pay your price. The real question you need to ask yourself is, would you pay it? The day you can look at your own offer and honestly say to yourself, you know what, for this transformation, I would happily pay double. That's the day your clients stop negotiating. Because that level of belief, it's infectious.
And that kind of brings us full circle to the final, most crucial point. If you find that clients are constantly trying to negotiate your price down, it's just a mirror. It's reflecting the fact that the real negotiation isn't happening with them at all. It's still happening inside of you. So the question I want to leave you with is this. Are you ready to finally end that negotiation?